Well, we've made it to Wednesday with Muscle Maintenance at In Shape Fitness, and I'm Kim Watkins. I'm going to be your trainer today. Today's the third session in our series this week, so go ahead and stand up straight. Get your shoulders back, get your shoulders, your chest rather high, your back is straight, tailbone tucked in, abs engaged, and start walking in place. You're going to do a walk in place for 30 seconds. Add a shoulder press. Go ahead and do that now for 20 more seconds now. And maybe if you're feeling up to it, take it up to a jog for the last 15 seconds. We are going to do a slightly more advanced version of the workout we did yesterday. And even more advanced, obviously, than the workout that you did on Monday. Now we're going to do that toe touch kick. So you are keeping a straight leg. Kick your right leg out, like kind of a toy soldier march, if you will, and then swing your left hand around to touch your toe, and the same thing with your left leg and your right hand. And let's do that for 30 seconds, just to warm up the body, get blood flowing, get your heart rate up just a little bit. We're going to do a version of jumping jacks that we call power jacks today. And that's going to start happening in just a 3 or so seconds. So what your power jacks are going to do, instead of doing the standard jumping jack where your hands go up all the way over to the top of your head, touching at the top, you're going to bend your elbows a little bit and then double time both the arm movement and the leg movement. Let's get started with that for 30 seconds. Go. These are called power jacks, landing lightly on the balls of your feet, keeping a bend in the knee for shock absorption. You're about 5 or 6 seconds in. Keep it going, keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you need to, take a step back to jumping jacks and move a little slower. That's perfectly fine as well. That's why I teach you the easier moves in the beginning of the week and gradually build the challenging varieties so that you can take a step back if you need to, if we get too hard. You've got 3 seconds left. You're doing great. Awesome. Okay, now plant your feet for me, shoulder width apart. We're going to do a squat. This time it's a squat with a pulse at the bottom. So each squat, slowly lower your body back and down into your imaginary chair, transferring your weight, shifting your weight to your heels. As you're down there, do a little pulse and then slowly rise back up as you exhale. Okay, keep it going. Down, slowly, back. Make sure your knee doesn't go past the tip of your toe. Pulse down again and then back up. And again, let's do a couple more. All the way down, inhale on your way down. Do one pulse, exhale, lift back up, and right back into a final squat. Pulse it one more time, and come back up slowly. Good, now stabilize your weight on your right leg. Lift that left knee out laterally, and then kick your foot out. Then bend the knee, and then put it back down on the ground gently. All right, let's do that for 15 seconds. Knee lift out laterally, kick the foot out with a flexed foot, in fact, and then bend the knee and then put it back down on the floor. And again, knee lift, kick, bend, down. Let's shift to the other side. Stabilize your weight on your left leg. The knee on the right leg goes out laterally, lifts up laterally, kick the foot, bend the right leg, put it back down on the floor. And again, lift it up laterally, kick, bend, down, and lift, kick, bend, and down. That's the lateral knee lift with a kick. Okay, down on the floor into push-up position or plank position on your hands. This is going to be a Spider-Man for 30 seconds. So bring your right knee around to the outside of your body, up to the right elbow. Squeeze the right side abs, extend the leg back to start. Now bring the left knee up and around, out to the outside of your body, touching the left elbow and back. Right knee around and up to the right elbow and back. Left knee up and around to the left elbow and back. Keep breathing. One more on each side. Very good. You should feel this in your abs. Obviously, you're in a plank position, but now you're also accentuating those side abs with the Spider-Man move. Okay, flip yourself over to the tricep dip position or the tabletop position. We're going to do tricep dips today. These are called tabletop triceps because you're on the floor making the tabletop. Remember, your hands are underneath your shoulders, your feet are underneath your knees, your torso and thigh make the tabletop, and it should be as flat as possible. Now for 30 seconds, starting now, inhale, bend your elbows, exhale, push up. Inhale, bend your elbows, exhale, push up. Your hips are going to collapse. They'll get lower as your elbows bend because your body's lowering itself, but you don't want to actively move your hips. You only want to absorb that movement by virtue of the bend in your arms. Do 2 more. All right, now keep your legs bent. Lay all the way back down on the floor with your hands behind your head. Now I want you to do a full sit-up, actually. Crunch all the way up to 45 degrees. Twist to the right, twist to the left, back to center, and back down. All right, that's a crunch with a Russian twist. So lift all the way up, crunch to the right, and I mean up. Your body's at 45 degrees of the floor at this point. Right to the right, to the left, and back down. Let's keep going. Lift up, twist to the right, twist to the left, lower back down. 1 more. Crunch all the way up, twist to the right, twist to the left, and then rest. Good job. That was the first set. We're well on our way here. 1 more set to go. So stand back up. We're doing those jacks again. Going to start in 5 seconds. Take a deep breath, sip of water if you need to, and you're ready to go with the power jacks. Go ahead. Big, fast, dynamic, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, landing lightly on the balls of your feet, keeping your abs engaged. Really, really squeeze those muscles in the front of your abdomen in order to keep your torso completely upright. Helps keep your tailbone tucked in. You've got 10 more seconds. Your arms are moving at that double time pace. If you need to take it down to the standard jumping jack, that's fine. You've got 3 seconds. Awesome. Okay, plant your feet shoulder width apart. We're doing the squat with the pulse again. So remember, don't turn your toes out. Keep your feet straight. Make sure you sit down and back, transferring your weight to your heel as you lower your body, and then do a pulse at the bottom. Exhale. Squeeze your butt muscles and press your heels into the ground as you lift all the way up. And again, inhale on your way down. Do a pulse. And then 1, 2, finish. Come back up. Go right back into it. Let's do 3 or 4 more. Got plenty of time here. Very good. You're doing great. Tomorrow's workout, of course, will be slightly more challenging than today's, and Friday will be the culmination, putting everything that you've done to work, hopefully sort of giving you some long-term understanding of how these kinds of moves can be so varied depending on how you feel, what you're doing. I mean, even a Monday workout on a Friday is better than no workout on any day. You know what I mean? So that's why these are so valuable, because you get to learn the easiest version and then work your way up to the more advanced versions as you go. You're going to be an expert on all these functional fitness moves. Okay, now let's do the lateral knee lift again. So stabilize your weight on your right leg, lift the left knee out, kick the foot, bend the knee, put it back down. 15 seconds. Very good. Remember to keep that right leg really stable. Sort of make that a tree trunk of a leg. Contract all the muscles in your leg. Connect your foot on your floor surface on all 4 corners of the foot so that your weight is stabilized or equalized between the ball of your foot and your heel, and on the inside of the foot and the outside of the foot. Now let's switch legs. Same thing on the left leg. Lift the right knee out and kick the foot, and then bend the knee and put it back down. 3 moves after this and you will be ready for what we call hump day in the US, which is the middle of the work week. Always nice to get to Wednesday because you only have a couple days left until the weekend. It's really, really amazing. And you're done. Down on the floor for me, if you will. Spider-Mans are next. You're in push-up or plank on your hand position. And you're bringing the right knee out to the outside, bringing the knee all the way up to the elbow. And then returning to start and repeating on the left side. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Then we have your tricep dips and the crunch, and you're done. So keep it going. Alternating right side to left side. And breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, keeping your butt down. Make sure that your hands stay underneath your shoulders. Make sure that when you go back to start, you keep, you know, your butt down and your abs engaged the entire time. All right, 3 seconds. Very good. Okay, now flip over. Let's do those tricep dips again. Get yourself into the tabletop position. Getting into the right start position is half the battle. One of the reasons why people sort of fail at like effective exercise is because they flail about and just think that if they're doing something that's good for them. And it's not necessarily bad for you, but you know, you do want to make sure that you get your feet in the right position. You don't want your toes turning out. You want your hips up high, hands underneath your shoulders, and then bend your elbows and push up. Inhale as you bend the elbow. Exhale as you straighten the arm back. Watch the movement in your hips. You've got 15 more seconds. You're doing great. Almost there. 8 seconds. I know this is hard. The tricep is such a small muscle, but if you press the toes down, your toes down when you're up in this position, you help absorb your body weight on the lower part of your body, not just the upper part of the body, so that the tricep dip doesn't really hurt the tricep quite as much. Okay, we're down to the last move. Crunch with a Russian twist. Lay on the floor, hands behind your head, bend the knees still, and crunch up. Twist to the right, twist to the left, back to center, and back down. 30 seconds, and you will be on your way. I hope you've had a really good workout with me so far this week. A good couple of workouts so far with me this week. If you have any questions about these moves, please get in touch with me on our Facebook page, which is In Shape Fitness NYC. Of course, via Facebook, you can Twitter me, tweet me, whatever, or visit inshape-fitness.com and get in touch with me through our company's website here in New York City. I'm Kim Watkins. I was your trainer. I'll be your trainer tomorrow as well, and forevermore, hopefully. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.